Hey there and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something that gets to every single one of us: anger. We're going to dive into how to understand it, how to get a handle on it, and how to stop it from running your life so you can build a life that's way more peaceful and honestly more successful.
So let me ask you something straight up. Do you ever feel like your anger just takes the wheel? It makes you say or do things that hours later you totally regret? If that sounds familiar, you're in exactly the right place. Today is all about taking that wheel back.
In the heat of the moment, anger feels incredibly powerful, doesn't it? Like you're the one in charge. But this is the big trick anger plays on us. That feeling of power, it's actually hiding a moment of weakness, a moment where you're really, truly out of control.
All right, section 1, anger, the hidden weakness. So why is that? How can an emotion that feels so incredibly strong in the moment actually end up making us weaker? Let's break down what it really costs us. And this is where it gets real. This is the true price of anger that's just left to run wild. It's not just some passing mood. It actively eats away at your inner peace, it puts a poison in your relationships, and it can even physically damage your health. The truth is, when you lose your control, you lose so much more than just your temper. And this right here changes the entire game. The goal isn't to become some kind of robot that feels nothing. No way. It's about learning to respond with wisdom instead of just reacting on impulse. Feeling that anger, seeing it for what it is, and then making a conscious choice, that is where the real power is.
Okay, next up, section 2, unmasking your anger. Because look, to get a handle on it, you've got to know what you're actually dealing with, what's really going on under the surface.
Here's a really powerful way to think about it. Anger is a mask. It's the protective face we show the world, right? It's our shield, the cover story for emotions that feel way more vulnerable and are actually stirring inside.
So if anger is the mask, what's really hiding back there? Well, a lot of the time it's stuff like hurt or fear or just feeling ignored. Think about it. If a friend blows you off, your first reaction might be anger. But the real feeling deep down, it's probably hurt. We jump to anger because, honestly, it feels a lot safer than admitting, hey, that hurt.
So your job is to become a detective for your own emotions. And your first case? Identifying your personal triggers. The specific things, the words, the situations, even the people that reliably set you off. Just naming them, it's like flicking on the lights in a dark room. You can finally see what's coming and get ready, instead of just stumbling around in the dark. Okay, so once you can see it coming, what do you do? This next part is about the single most effective tool you have in the heat of the moment. It's all about mastering the power of the pause. Just 10. That number right there, that's your new secret weapon. It might not seem like a lot, but believe me, those 10 seconds are everything. They're the critical gap between something happening and you reacting, and they can save you from a whole world of regret. And here's exactly what you do in those 10 seconds. It's a super simple 3-step protocol. First, just breathe. That's it. Take one deep breath and stop the words from coming out. Second, count to 10, slowly. This lets your logical brain catch up to your emotional one. And third, if you need to, just walk away. Physically create some space. It works. I really want you to hear this next part. That moment of silence when you're furious, that is not weakness. It's not giving up. It's tactical. It's a strategic move. It is pure wisdom in action. Okay, so the pause is like your emergency brake. It stops the crash. But what about the long game? How do we train a mind that doesn't get so easily hijacked in the first place? That's what this section is all about. I love this analogy. Think of your self-control as a muscle, right? You don't just go to the gym one time and expect to be strong forever. It's the same thing here. This is a skill you build with small, consistent daily workouts. You are literally rewiring your brain one day at a time to default to calm. And look, a routine like this doesn't have to be some huge, complicated thing. It can be so simple. 5 minutes of just quiet breathing when you wake up, making a point to use that pause protocol during the day, and then maybe a few minutes with a journal at night to get the stress out before you sleep. These are small things, but they add up. Your brain pretty much believes whatever story you tell it. And in an angry moment, that story usually gets really negative really fast. The power move here is to catch that negative story and change the script on purpose. Instead of thinking, I can't take this, you interrupt and tell yourself, I am calm. I am bigger than this moment. You can literally talk yourself down. All right, our final section, becoming a peace warrior. And this is where it all comes together. This isn't just about managing a feeling anymore. It's about forging a whole new identity. This, right here, is the real end game. It's about moving from just doing peaceful things to being a peaceful person. It's that subtle but incredibly powerful shift from saying, I'm trying to control my anger, to knowing deep down, I am a calm person who chooses to respond wisely. And here's maybe the biggest mind shift of all. Stop treating your anger like it's the enemy you have to fight and destroy. Instead, think of it more like a messenger. It's a signal from deep inside you trying to tell you something important, that you're hurt, that you feel disrespected, or that one of your boundaries has just been crossed. Please take this last quote to heart. Listen, you're gonna slip up. It's gonna happen. And that is okay. You are human. One mistake, one bad moment, it doesn't cancel out all your progress. You are not your anger. You are defined by your commitment to keep growing. So I'll leave you with this final thought. That anger you feel, it's trying to talk to you. It's telling you where you're hurting, where you need to build a stronger fence, and what you truly value. The only real question left is, are you ready to finally stop shouting back and just listen? The path to real peace starts right there, with that choice.